Last time on Rig to Ramble, we built this beautiful aluminum solar arch with davits and railings for our 46-foot sailboat. Even though it felt good to check off a major project from our to-do list, we knew we had to keep grinding on. This boat has to be ready to leave for the Bahamas in a few short weeks for our summer season of charters. While Ashton finished up welding, I sealed the teak tow rail with Semco, a solvent-based teak sealer which protects it from UV and mildew. I had already stripped off the old varnish and sanded them a few months ago while in the boatyard. This sealer will last a season, but it should be reapplied semi-annually. Our next project on the list is giving the cockpit a major glow-up. We don't have a lot of time to spend on this, so we're going to do our version of a quick and dirty paint job that makes it look better than it did and will last the season. Next year, we plan to redo the cockpit and use a Raptor liner type product. Right now, the paint is flaky and has multiple layers showing with the non-skid wearing down. The first step is to sand everything the best I can with 80 grit sandpaper, scraping off most of the flaky paint as I can. I also had a few teak pieces to strip and sand, including this main sheet traveler and cleats. I used the heat gun to loosen the old varnish and then a scraper to gently chip it off. This is the quickest and easiest way to remove old varnish without damaging the teak. Allow the heat gun to warm the varnish enough in a concentrated spot until you see bubbles forming in it. Then scrape away the loosened varnish. Finish up with a light sanding to remove any remaining varnish and even out any scratches. Sanding and prepping the entire cockpit took me a couple of days. The evening before we planned to paint, I gave it a good wash down with soap and water and allowed it to dry overnight. The next step will be to paint all of the smooth surfaces, and then after that, paint the non-skid. So today I'm going to be painting the cockpit finally. We're going to be doing a quick and dirty paint job with some oil-based paint. It's a temporary job. We plan to paint it better next year, but we need to get it done, and it's been pretty flaky and in bad shape, so just spent the past few days sanding it and getting it ready, and now it's ready for our first coat of paint. I just did some primer around the edges. Next is a oil-based paint for all of the smooth edges, and then we're going to do the non-skid later. Ashton, what is it that you're doing now?
We're fiberglassing up our last big fiberglass project on this boat, and that is glassing up where we took out the old port lights that we did not need or want because they did nothing but leak. They weren't even in a spot where they did anything for you.
And it just happens to be the hottest day of the year.
It's very hot.
And no wind.
We're racing the clock. I know.
And Ashton decided to...
Perfect day for welding, not the best day for fiberglassing. But this is why I'm using slow cure. Very slow cure epoxy.
No, I'm about to go swimming.
Extra slow. And this is something that most people fret over. When you're doing a job like this, you don't have to be super neat on these edges with chop strand that, because you're going to come back here and ferret off anyway. So now if it was painted nice and we were trying not to get drip resin here and there, then obviously we'd be a little neater. You need to be neater than that.
There goes my tow rail.
How about grab a pad paper towel?
So glad I spent days sanding that.
Oh, it's good for it, but it protects it.
Oh, okay. So for the primer, I use this oil-based primer, and then I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum, which is an industrial enamel. It's also oil-based, and we're going to be adding this catalyst hardener. You can get this at Tractor Supply
And Amazon.
And on Amazon, and it makes it a more durable finish on the Rust-Oleum or any oil-based paint. It can be added to.
4 bands all grip.
And it reduces dry time. increases gloss, hardness, and reduces dry time. So that's this. I measured out, get it going.
It's 8 ounces for a gallon, so for every pint, that's 2 ounces. So for a half a pint, no, for every quart, there's 2 ounces. It's only like an ounce, not even. Now mix that up, and it's got to sit for about 10 minutes before you use it.
In order to achieve a relatively streak-free finish on the smooth surfaces, we ended up rolling and tipping this oil-based paint. So Ashton first rolls it on with a paint roller and then tips it off with the brush. We also found that we needed to thin the paint considerably with mineral spirits in order to get a smooth finish. And as I cut in, Ashton went ahead and rolled and tipped all of the wide expanses of the smooth surface. Ashton was being sneaky and he decided to paint the cockpit companionway door.
It's ready for you to do your artwork.
Wow, that's so nice of you to paint it for me.
I also painted the boat though.
You what?
I painted where all the tower legs are going to go. I didn't do this because I wanted to.
You didn't do it because you wanted to?
I didn't do it just for this. I did it because I painted where the tower legs are going to go. You know,
Well, good job.
Not the tower legs, but whatever you want to call it.
What are you looking at?
Just how nice I've got that paint figured out, so I know how much to thin it. Look how glassy smooth it comes out, and that's with a brush.
So Ashton went and painted all the spots.
No, not all the spots. Only these 6.
In the back.
That's all just was primer, remember?
Okay. These are all the spots in the back that the feet for the arch go on and the railing.
That way we can install it before we finish the rest of the boat and not have it sitting up there in Ken's yard.
How did the paint job turn out?
Pretty good. I mean, I can tell where you painted and where I painted for sure. Carly likes her runs.
Ashton, I could tell where you tried to cut in and then you didn't. You just painted on my wood.
Because I know the wood can just be cleaned right up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No problem.
Well, tomorrow we do some non-skid in here.
I did the non-skid on the hatch. Zoom in on the hatch.
Okay. So Ashton went ahead and painted non-skid on the hatch. Let's go check it out.
The smooth parts, Carly?
They're dry.
No, they're not.
Where's this other feet? Looks pretty good.
It's dry, yeah, but it's not cured. It's not hard.
So Ashton and I are at the restaurant where we had our first date.
Our first day. So special.
What are you doing now?
I'm trying this hot sauce they make here at this restaurant.
Sample these hot sauces?
Yeah, why not?
Are you gonna snort
I
them?
like hot sauce, huh?
You gonna snort them?
No. I'm gonna taste them.
Hey, what are you gonna taste them with?
This is the kickin' cayenne.
We've got 3 flavors: chicken cayenne, jalapeno, and habanero. Hellacious habanero.
Delicious habanero. Let's see. This is the cayenne. It smells and looks like Texas Pete.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot?
I can drink a gallon of it. Not hot.
Oh, okay.
It's very good. It's not hot.
Okay, green one.
Jalapeno.
Gosh.
Very good. Excellent tasting. Not very hot.
Okay.
Hellacious habanero. Very good. Very hot.
Okay, well there you have it.
My favorite would be the jalapeno.
The green one?
Yeah. That's hot.
Okay.
I said that's how we say it in the country.
We say what?
Jalapenos. Never heard old redneck too. We don't use them to jalapenos. You gotta remember the way we tape this. So we can pull the tape off the same way. I'm not putting a lot of effort into this. I would normally do this and make it look a little better. But I'm not dealing with all that. Like normally I would radius every corner. I would make sure that line is perfectly straight against this outside border. But we're not too concerned.
So if you don't want a professional looking paint job in your cockpit, do what we're doing.
Actually, this looks better than what most people would do.
I think it's turning out great.
But I'm not.
But it only has to last one
It's not even
season.
about the lasting. Like I don't feel like sitting here and radius in all these corners and cutting it all out with an X-Acto knife and making it look perfect. It's gonna look a whole lot better than it did. What I'm doing is I've done a darker gray up here and a lighter gray where everyone will be sitting and standing. The darker gray, so when you're steering, you don't have as much glare.
Okay.
It's a good excuse really for me just making that a little too dark.
What's the color you're going to use everywhere else?
Whatever this is gonna be. I mixed some white and some gray together.
So what are we using? It's called Interdeck?
Interdeck. It's
by
a beginner,
Interlux?
It's a beginner product. This is like Mickey Mouse paint.
Mickey Mouse paint.
Yeah, it's what you do if you don't know what you're doing. But this was on the boat, and this whole paint job in here just needs to get us by for a season or two, so this is why we're using it. Now the exterior of the boat is going to be different. That's going to be a high quality finish.
The non-skid product that we're using is Interdeck by Interlux, and it is a 1-part polyurethane resin. It can be applied to many different types of surfaces. It comes in a few different colors. We're using white, and we are mixing it with a little bit of gray bilge paint. It does have its own additive to it. We decided to add a little bit extra for grip. So this is the
It looks good though. I like it.
custom. So you sprinkled some of the extra stuff in
I
here?
didn't sprinkle it. No, I just mixed it. Normally I sprinkle it. I think it comes out better and more uniform when you sprinkle it in.
Let's see if we can
But I
get
just cheated.
the detail.
I just cheated and mixed it in with the paint. It looks pretty good though. What do
Yeah.
you think? Huh?
I like it.
Maybe we just do that on the deck because it's a lot faster.
And this is where my herb garden is gonna go. What?
Okay.
Right here. Up on this part. You gotta make a custom tray that holds them all in. So we were given this boat for free, as we've mentioned
And
in prior
this
videos.
non-skid paint that we're using was actually free too. It was on the boat.
There was
That's
a
why
lot
we're-
of
that's why we're
paint and
using
things
it.
on the boat. That's why we're using this one, because we had it, and it's a decent product. Ashton said it's more of a beginner type product, but it
is.
works.
Do not put it on your boat if you want something to last more. This will last about every 3 or 4 seasons. You would have to redo this, and it takes a long time to cure. Once we paint this, we can't come back in here for a week.
Here.
It really probably takes about 4 or 5 days to get like hard enough to really walk on it, like and it be durable. You could walk on it softly within a day or so.
I mean, we do have some really warm weather, so that might help.
That helps tremendously. Yeah.
Are you thinning it at all when you
No,
apply it?
You don't thin it on.
And then it's all rolled on with a foam roller.
No.
How do you put it on?
A 3/8 snap roll. I'll show you the trick. to
3/8
rolling
snap.
on.
But when we got this boat, this cockpit was such a huge issue because every time you came through the cockpit into the boat, you would track peeling paint, and there's a whole load of peeling paint that's actually stuck to the varnish of the floors inside and on the steps, and we've been kind of wearing it down over time and it's going away, but it's sort of become melded to it in a way, and it's so much nicer not to have that issue. And
on the tray, because the actual paint that's in this tray is a little bit darker than what this will be.
so Ashton was saying that the paint that we painted yesterday, the Rust-Oleum on the smooth parts, since we had a little bit of like over painting here into the non-skid area, you would normally need to scuff this up really well with some sandpaper, but
Well, we scuffed it with
we
Scotch
did
Brite.
scuff it with a Scotch-Brite pad, but since it's only less than 24 hours old, it really doesn't need too aggressive of a sanding
Just enough to knock the gloss off of it.
for the non-skid to adhere properly. 3/8
Nap roller.
mat roller.
And I kind of put a soft, you don't want to push hard when you're doing non-skid either. You actually want the roller, the stipple of the roller to pick the paint up a little bit. And you want to always go back to your pan and roll it out the other, because this is where all your grit ends up, is in the roller. See it all? And then as I get away from that, you lose the aggregate. I roll the paint, wait a few minutes, and come back and lightly go over it again. The paint tacks up a little bit, and then you come back and you slightly back roll over it again, and you get more of a non-skid finish, which is what you're looking for. You don't want a smooth, flowed out finish.
And hopefully this isn't too scratchy where it's gonna
It's not gonna be.
scratch my booty up
This is
when
why
I'm
you
sitting on
use
it.
3/8 snap roller too. Though. You wouldn't want to use a real light, smooth roller, or you wouldn't get the non-skid finish. You wouldn't get the stipple in the paint.
I really like this little part of the cockpit, how it has this
I don't.
part. Why?
It's one more thing to paint.
When you're using the boat though, it's a comfortable.
What's the reason for it?
You could put your drink on it. You could sit on it. You could step onto it to step out. It's really nice.
Now we'll give it a few minutes and come back and put a light coat on top of it, and it'll cause it to pick up the paint and create a little more of a texture and bring some of the grit to the surface. And I like, when I'm doing non-skid, I like to tape this in a fashion to where I can pull my tape before the paint cures. I like to pull it almost right away.
All right, let's see it.
I can't wait to paint the rest of the boat.
So you're pulling the tape pretty early.
I pull it right away. You get a nice crisp line when you do that. If you wait, you risk making a jagged edge. I even pull it early like this when I paint like the hull of a boat, which is risky because you can flop the tape over into the paint. But you get a better line if you pull it immediately. Looks nice.
Pretty good.
Huh?
Will you take the
Yeah,
lacquer thinner and get that off? A little bit of a sponge mark.
Smudged.
Good. Alright, looks beautiful. Next is the seats, I suppose.
I reckon, yeah. Might as well do the seat. One thing I do when I do non-skid is I don't push the tape down super hard. There's no reason to. You're about to peel it right up, and non-skid paint is thick. You don't thin it, so there's really no chance that it's going to bleed up under the tape.
So this paint here that we're painting on the non-skid is going over like kind of a molded non-skid that was already here. And we added the grit to the paint itself, so we're not sprinkling the grit
actually,
in.
this paint, this interdeck, comes with grit in it already, but it's very fine. So I added a coarse grit to it.
Right.
It's fine, like almost like salt. Like the salt is finer than salt. It was too fine.
So the texture that you're seeing is a combination of the grit, the stippling from the roller, and a molded non-skid that's in the top of these seats on the deck of our boat. This is the before. You can see the
Are these sanded?
molded non-skid. Yeah, they just need to be wet down.
On that road, feeling bad. Going down that road, feeling bad, Lord. Going down that road, feeling bad, Lord. Ain't gonna be treated this way. Red and beans.
Perfection.
Keep me on cornbread and beans. Pretty good for what it is. I'm just gonna get out of here.
Let's see it.
Be treated this way.
Bring that lacquer thing. Do you have acetone out here or something? All right, Ashton.
It looks so much better.
You did so good.
It's not perfect, but it looks pretty good.
I think it's
For what
pretty
we need, it looks
amazing.
great. Huh?
Looks amazing.
Yeah.
All right, now you need to mix up my pink paint.
How much do you need?
Not much.
4 ounces?
That's more than enough.
Okay. $1 million if I can find more of these things.
Barium dispenser.
They're a medical cup. I don't know where they came from.
They give
I had a
that to
whole
you
stack
before
of them.
a colonoscopy, I think.
Pretty accurate.
So I have a fun project planned for this companionway door. I'm going to be painting something on it. And right now I'm just gonna find the center so I know where to sketch my little design. Now that the cockpit is finished, we needed to put the completed solar arch back onto the boat and install it permanently. Ashton painted the deck under where all of the pads will attach so that when we put silicone under them, it will make them completely leak-proof. All but one of the pads will be through-bolted through the deck. When we go to paint the rest of the deck of the boat, we will paint up to the yellow paint, leaving a border visible around each pad as a design element. The fun part was lifting and placing the pads onto the silicone without smearing it all over. Whenever you weld something like this, like we needed to do off the boat for the finishing welds, there will be some warping, so the pads didn't align perfectly as they did when we had it all tacked together on the boat originally. But we were able to push the legs back into place and get them bolted in. Wow.
heavy rod to bounce. Oh.
One pull up, that's it?
Hey, so see you get out there. You'll fall your ass in the water.
Oh yeah.
You will.
I will not.
You will too.
I will not.
You will too.
You think I'll just fall in? Now that we strength tested our dinghy davits, it was time to haul out the dinghy. We also installed the solar panels onto the arch and they fit perfectly. We will be headed back to Charleston for a week, so this was a good stopping point on boat work until we return. Next up is painting the deck of the boat, which will be in a future episode, so make sure to follow along on Instagram and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube to see all of the progress. Thank you for watching, and we hope that you found this video informative and inspiring. All of the products that we used will be listed in the description. We'd love for you to leave us a comment and like this video. We will see you next time on Rig to Ramble, where adventure runs on elbow grease.